Well, good morning, Business 20 students. This is Mr.D, and this is our final week of class here at Norco College. This is week 8 for business mathematics, and you only really have one chapter to look at this week, which is chapter 20 on investments. But I just wanted to make sure that you understood that this was the last week. It's also a great opportunity to make up anything that you have missed. And all of the the only thing that's not open is the check-in assignments, but every other assignment is open. So if you missed a homework or a quiz, well, actually it would be, a quiz or a case study. You can go back and redo any of those. And so I would really take a look at your grade this week, see where you're at, see what you may have missed, and make those up before the class ends. Just to keep in mind, the class does end on Friday this week. So usually the last week, it always ends on the Friday and not Sunday. So make sure that you don't wait till Sunday to do your work for this week. But I'm going to go ahead and enter into our course. And Business 20, this is an 8-week course. And we are in the last module. So last week, last module. And here we are. We're going to be looking at chapter 20. So just one chapter this week on investments. There is a announcement video that you're watching now. There's a Read Me First for week 8. There's also a Help Sienna for week 8. So make sure you read both of those before you start doing your coursework. Also, there's a study page for chapter 20 that again has all of the areas in which you should be studying. We're not going to cover everything in chapter 20, just what's there listed. There's some videos by me. There's also some videos by YouTube as well that may be helpful to you. There's a tips for solving world problems. There's also a new formula sheet with just the formulas you need for chapter 20. And then, of course, you have your final check-in assignment. And just so you know, there is no math questions on the final check-in assignment. It's just to let me know what you thought of the class and what could I do to improve. And I do want to make the statement that this semester I'm working on a big project. So I used a lot of old videos, and I know that I need to go back and redo a number of my teaching videos because I had poor penmanship or I didn't have my iPen. And so the quality is not that great. And so I am going to be doing that. I just didn't have time this semester. So thank you for bearing with me on that. But anything that you see wrong with the class, anything that you think needs to be improved, please let me know. And that way I can make it better. And then quiz number 8 on chapter 20. All my quizzes are really there to just help you practice. That's why I try and answer them within 24 hours of you doing them. So that way you can retake them. And if you have anything wrong, to get a little bit higher score. And then, of course, you have your final exam, which is based off of the last 4 weeks of material, all the way from chapter 12 to chapter 21. And then you have a mandatory post-test. And this is really just extra credit. You're automatically going to get 10 points no matter how you do, but I want you to try and do well. And this just lets me know what you've learned, and we use this for assessment purposes, so it really is helpful to me. If you could please do that post-assessment, it's 10 questions from various areas of the book, of the class, and that'll really help us to make other improvements as well. So thanks so much, everybody. You guys were a great class. Many of you just stormed through this and did great, and I was very proud of you. I know a few of you struggled, but those who applied themselves did well. There's really a dividing line. It's those who just did the work and got it done and did a great job and got at least a B or an A or B, and then I have students that just didn't do any of the work and they didn't pass. So it looks like most of you have done well, and I'm very excited to say that. And just keep up the good work. And I know this is not an easy class. You can't slack in this class. You have to stay on it. And you did, and it paid off. And so I'm very proud of many of you. And this is my final video. So I just want to say, if there's anything you ever need from me, if you need a reference or any kind of scholarship reference or anything like that, you want to ask somebody some questions, you need prayer, whatever's going on in your life, I'm happy to make myself available. You have my email address, and I'll be happy to make myself available to you for those purposes. So have a great semester and great success in your future career and future